turn now. It's our turn now. It's our turn now. It's our turn now.
So what does it mean to you? The time?
The sweat, the passion,
The thrill?
The determination,
The support.
the camaraderie.
Here we are, this start of this match, the men's 50s, Japan taking on Wales, and it is Wales that get us underway. Adam Collins here. I'll be joined by Mel Day shortly. She's just taking a well-earned break. Putting in the big yards is the young lady. But it's always good to have her calming voice here in commentary. As we see Wales on the attack in Japan. Putting the pressure on, forcing the error. Now it's Japan who work their way off their own scoreline. And the ball goes to ground. Not the start the Japanese would have wanted. As Wales moved to the midfield. Garwin Wellington. Wellington gets it away. Was it Carroll it was that threw that pass? Going to play in the middle. Out to the wing. Attempted intercept. Yeah, we're going to call that one 6 more. Certainly the winger, as he made his way out in the defensive position, he put his hands up, tried to take that one out of the air. And a penalty here, or a changeover? Penalty. But we had forward pass from the Wales attack. So relief here for Japan. They need to move forward. A little bit of confusion around the roll ball. This is better. So shift it wide, close to their sub box. This is a nice drive. Japan roll up over the line. There's a hand in there from Wales as well. Referees didn't spot it. It'll be play on. Change over here for Wales. 2 Japanese in the touch there, so now offside. Good meters for Wales back through the midfield. This is a good drive from Dylan Adams. Stephen Higgs with the ball now, gets it down. In half is Dylan Adams. Adams with the ball again, just trying to pull him out. Not aware if it's a last touch or not. And that's it, final touch. Ball away. And that should be a penalty. And it will be. Adams claiming that he threw the ball to the player. He just didn't try to catch it, but it was well over the top. Referee was right on the spot. Made a great call. There's one touch. Nobody in position for half. Yoshizawa moving forward there. Kawada. Number 1 is Yoshiro Kawada. That's Kawada. Out now for Mine. Ifumi Mine. To work with Kazuya Ogiyama. Oh, nice touch. Defense comes across beautifully there, shuts it down. Was Akafumi Mine looking to exploit a weakness, but shut it down quickly. Sweeper coming through the ruck was one of the Welsh defenders. Referee's call play on. Tough call there for the Japanese. I thought that could have been a penalty. It was definite interference through the ruck, but we play on. Long ball out to number 9. Yuki Hamada. Hamada touched in the corner. The ball comes out for Japan now. One touch. Bit of contact coming in play here. There's another one in the ruck. This time the ball is away from the Welsh team. The referee judges there was no interference. It was an error. And now Japan center it up. Fresh legs. Zuma Ogiyami. Yama. Takao Suji. Will carry Takaki Ushiyama. Sugiyama. Takashi. Takao Suji. All in stature, big presence out there in the middle of the field for Japan. See what he can do here. That's Suji again. Dictating play here. Need a half, Japan. This is part of their game they really need to pick up on. Speed of that roll ball, just confusing whose role is who. Here comes Suji. Around he goes. Long ball out to the wing. Straightens up. Touch is affected. Let's see that number there. Suji again. Final touch now for Japan. Suji. Wraparound play. Picked up Kaki Ushiyama. Unfortunately, the final pass was a tired pass straight to the ground. And Wales just walk it forward as substitutes are being made. Not looking for any penetration here. 2 touches burnt. Into the middle they drive through Nick Carroll. Carroll gives off to David Clark. Now Brendan Healy, he takes it forward into the line. Paul North is the final touch. We'll be back for Suji to get us underway. It'll be Suji that'll get us back underway again. Just the referee having some comms with the Welsh defence. One of the Japanese players that was coming through the ruck either lost his footing or didn't think it was meant for him, and he tried to duck underneath it, and that meant that the ball went to ground. So it's been a turnover here for the Welsh team, right in the midfield. And it is Carroll and North working together. Ball over the top. They get it ground in time, but they don't think they can. Touch was affected. No, the referee's going to call that all clear. Okay. No complaint from the Japanese defender. Let's see it here in replay. You see it here. It's Carroll and North in the midfield. There's the split. Wow. Anyway, score is on the board. That is 1-0 to Wales. back underway now. Japan attacking the Welsh line. Katsuyoshi Kashiwagi. It's with the ball now, diving over Kashiwagi. He gets the ball down, and that is well defended by the Welsh team. Now straight drive right up the middle of the Japan defence. Taking it forward is Carwyn Willington. Another nice drive from Guyon Kennard. And unfortunately for Wales, that ball just evades the grasp of Hap Wharton. And a changeover in their own territory for Japan, who take it forward now. Transition speed of Japan, very important part of their setup. Up over halfway they go, 10 metres inside the Welsh territory. Ball back inside to the middle for Mine, Akafumi Mine. Busy, that's, ball goes to ground. And now Wales return. Fire here off their own line. It's a big push right through the middle. Could have been off the mark there. He was well touched. Back of the mark. Play on. The big levers of Chris Carroll. No, Aled Phillips it is. Carroll, my apologies. Ball over the top. And nice defence from the Japan winger, diving desperately, getting his man. The final play through the hands of Nick Carroll. And now it'll be Japan to come off the line again. In behind the defensive line, that was a big touch. Thought he could have given away a penalty there. Another body collision initiated by the defenders. They'll need to watch this here. Smaller stature of the Japanese team. That's just a pass to a tired support player. There was no chance of him getting up in the line then. Clearly some big touches here from the Welsh defence. Very physical presence. Roll on right through the middle, but delayed roll ball. That'll affect any opportunity they may have. Out to the right side they go. Wales on the attack. The wraparound play. Big shift left. Forward pass will be the call here. Pass from Alex Carroll. Not coming off for the Welsh outfit. And it's back in the middle. Again, forward pass off the ruck. He forward passes off the ruck. Often called, but often let go as well. It really is the lottery. As we see Wales on the line attack. The defence of Japan being asked to hold firm here. Wales set. Looking for a penalty then for pulling out. Hands for the winger. Just a beautiful time pass. But now the referees are going to call it forward. Forward pass against Wales as they look to extend their lead by another try. Japan now working off their line. Wales getting up in numbers, really putting pressure on. And here they come now. There's a lot of foot movement from Japan, but not in the forward direction here. Just need to regain some of their composure and roll forward. Yoshizawa. Ordered back to the spot by the referee. There's Yoshizawa. Nothing doing on the end of that set for Murayama. Georgie Yuriyama. And it's Wales again in the midfield. Dylan Adams is busy through that part of the field, as is that man Paul North. Dylan Adams, North again. Andy Davies in the number 12. Around the ball. Carroll there. Alex Carroll. Final touch, nothing doing. That was, and then just flicking the ball away, giving away a really, really cheap penalty. I'm actually going to call it a silly penalty. Not what your team wants from you. Think about the impact that your actions have on the team. As Japan take it forward down their own touchline. Ball back into the middle. That's Kazuyu Ogiyama. Ogiyama with the ball. Kafumi Mine. Dangerous out of half. Finds a winger. Dummy. Over express dummy, you'd have to say. Very theatrical, this Japanese lineup. Yoshiro Kawada takes the final touch for Japan, and it really is now just another repeat set here. Wales coming up off their line. We've seen this already countless times in this game as we have 4 minutes remaining in this half, with Wales leading 1-0. Wraparound play, Japan seem to have numbered up here. You can hear the call from the sub box letting them know where they are in the touch count. Final touch coming up. And there we see the final touch called. If Japan move the ball here early, they've got numbers. Now, winger offside, they need to keep working this way. Sweepers have to be in position here. If they get straight out in the middle, they can drag some port across. Too many hop steps and skips. They just need to go down the field. This is Tsuji. Nice out the back pass, but it got away from his support player. It was well delivered. And unfortunately, Hideji Tanaka couldn't take that one. And now, Wales on the attack. Fresh bodies on the field. Nice touch taken. Nick Carroll in the middle. The number 10, keep an eye on him. Ball, lots of ball movement here from both teams, but only one try on the scoreboard after 17 and a half minutes. Been end to end, but really hasn't reached any great heights. Neither team making the most of their advantages. Simple errors being made. As I say that, another skew roll ball. There really is no need for that. Running at that pace, it's just about. As now Wales roll on. 2 minutes remain in this half. And Wales on the attack again, working through that middle. That's Carroll and North, or North and Clark, my apologies. Little juggle, Paul North. And a penalty given against the Japanese defence for not moving forward. Obviously the touch made, they were onside, but they just weren't moving forward. So that penalty indiscretion, the first one in this sequence of line attack here for Wales. David Clark it is. Referee saying the ball was down. Touch was affected, but the ball was down first. And the line of Japan gets fractured again, as we see. There's the dive. Yes, we have to agree the ball was down there. David Clark it was. Big step off the right foot and got down low and went as fast as he could. And it was fast enough. 2-0 now for Wales. Hear the calls from the crowd. Go Japan. 30 seconds remain here. They move the ball out to the right-hand side. Wales shut it down. This is Yoshiro Kawada. They move the ball back into the middle. Kazuya Ogiyama. Caught with the ball for the final touch, and that's a turnover. The siren should be sounding any second, and there it goes. Half-time here in the men's 50s match. Wales 2, lead Japan 0. I'm going to take a short break and be back with you for all of the second half action here from Riverside. Men's 50s here from Riverside. Wales 2, Japan 0, and we are underway, second half. Through the middle is Japan. Kazuyo Ogiyama and Akifumi Mine. That's Akifumi Mine with the ball now.
Quite a low scoring affair in this game. 2 tries in the first half.
He is as Murayama. My apologies. Skips away, and that was Naya Shimeoka. Having a crack in the corner, and the Welsh defence stands strong and turns that one away. Yeah, 2-0 really was Wales. Japan wasted a few opportunities, but Wales a much more physical presence out there in that first half. Let's see if Japan will stand up a little bit here. Need to turn their backs. Get back on side here. That's a better set of 6 in defence from Japan. They were really tight around that ruck area then and closed down any opportunity that Wales may have had. Now they roll forward. Japan, and another loss of possession. It's been the story for Japan. They've turned it over quite a few times there in the first half, Mel, and you can't afford to give away like that when you're trailing.
Yeah, I was watching some of their driving sets in the first half, and I know what you mean about the Japanese team. Just a little bit too much footwork rather than just driving in hard, especially on those first 3 drives. Ooh. I think he's caught an offside defender there, and the ref's playing advantage, and a score for Wales.
So Yoshiro Kawada, it looks like, was the player called offside. It's number 9 for Wales, who's David Clark. Scored one in the first and gets another one there. So 3-0 now. I think Japan needed to be the first team to score in this half. They trailed by 3, only 2 minutes into the second half, but doesn't look good for Japan. They need to lift here and change their structure a little bit if they want to trouble Wales here in defence.
Yeah, the Wales defence is looking really strong, isn't it? They're shifting across with each other really well and just shutting down all of these attacking plays from Japan.
They're one up out of the line there. Now they have 2 men up, but they just fold in around them, and it's almost like you said earlier on when you're talking in defence and you're calling, have you got trail? They seem to be communicating very well around that, or just even, watching the heads up stuff. So this fella that's chasing across, he's just always Hap Wharton it is. No matter what his position, that's him diving there. I think he covered the whole field in defence then. He's tired now, but he's in there half, working hard. He'll tuck it here.
That's a lovely in ball from Wales, and they've made a good 10 metres from that little pass there.
There's Wharton, now driving into the line, bending the back of the Japanese defence. He's surely tired enough that he'll need a break here. But no, he's...
Oh, and he is through.
Break away from half through the shape of Dylan Adams. He's been dangerous throughout.
Referee's got to have a check of this. I think the only question is whether there was control in the put down, but he definitely celebrated like there was. Justifiably so.
Let's have a look. I couldn't see it live because I had a referee's water carrier standing right in front of me. Here we go. Oh, wow. I think that's one of the Carroll boys. Alex Carroll gets the ball down. 4-0 now. Wales skip out to a 4-0 lead. And if it was tough before for Japan, it's even tougher now.
Absolutely. 2 scores in the first 20 minutes of game and 2 more in the first 5 minutes of this one.
Now this is good for Japan. The left foot
lovely.
step back in underneath the defence. Excellent play for Japan. That's better ball movement as well. It looked like it was going long, and as soon as he took it, Kazuya Ogiyama, see it here, took it nicely. Hands out in front. The defender's eyes locked on it. Then he stepped off the left boot. Beautifully done. Ball to ground. Kazuya Ogiyama. on the board for Japan.
Lovely score, that one. Bang in line with it from the view here from the commentary box, and it looked glorious live.
So here we are now, Wales back on the attack, pushing into the Japan defence, but a changeover. With Takao Suji in the middle.
And they're risking a penalty here, throwing the ball away, but I think they've gotten away with that.
Yeah, you're 100% correct. They've gotten away with it because that was an absolute. And they've done it a few times and then claimed to the referee, oh, but sir, you know, I tried to get it to them, or they're too short or whatever, but they are milking that, and that occasion they got away with it.
I heard you called them a silly penalty in the first half, and I'm going to say they're indulgent penalties. It's just losing your own head and giving away cheap meters to the other team, and you just can't be doing that at a World Cup.
That's a good release here for Japan if they can shift it. We see a player down injured. He took some heavy contact. See what happens now.
And he's walking off the back of the field. It's good to see him up, but it looks like it's either an arm or a chest, but we hope that Japanese player is okay. As Wales play it off their 7-metre line, driving it through the middle of the field first. 2 drives right up the guts of Japan. They're going direct here, Wales. They're making a lot of yards, and they need to make a lot of yards. A good 20-metre run from the number 5 for Wales, Dylan Adams. They are on fire with this subset here. Off their 7 metres, they're up to the 7 metres of Japan. Some quick hands here, and I think the referee has spotted an infringement.
Yeah, look, the way the body positions were there, I think that was forward. He was actually in behind the defensive line when he took the ball. So it was a nice pick from the referee there, forward pass. Well spotted, sir. Kudos to you. And now Japan back on the attack off their own line. This lateral movement, they need to be more direct. That's beautiful. Now in behind the line. 2 players offside. That's the numbers they exploit. This is good penetration here from Japan. Up over the line is Shinji Tsukamoto. Now they drive through Joji Murayama. He's been dangerous. That's Suji. Murayama, ball to the right side. Much better drive there for Japan. Deep into Wales territory, attacking the line. They have to get the ball back in play here quickly. Little flick pass from Joji Murayama. Murayama has thrown a couple of those. Not always the most perfectly timed when he's thrown them, but executed them quite well. So maybe, if thrown at the right time, they could be dangerous for the Welsh defence. And it is now Wales rolling up over the halfway line. 15 metres into Japan territory, and the final touch. Carroll takes that one out on the wing. Alex Carroll. This is better now from Japan, more direct. Good shift.
Yeah, this is good from Japan. They need some runners here, though, to take it up. All desperate to get off the field. You can see they're starting to blow now.
But this is where the physicality of Wales comes to the fore. Whether they, I'm going to say they intend to do it. Whether they intend to or not, they are a much more physical side, and it's just putting Japan off balance somewhat. As we see almost a breakaway there from Akifumi Mine.
Didn't result in a try, but definitely got his team like another good 10 or 15 metres up.
The penalty
the field,
against Japan.
So
sorry, Mel. It's just a penalty against Japan. When the penalties are given here, it's really hard to work out. I don't know whether the referees aren't very loud out there or they're not aware that the whistle's been blown, but there's been several times where the confusion has reigned supreme.
Yeah, it sometimes appears a very delayed penalty process. And you're trying to figure out exactly what that penalty is for.
So it's tough for us here in the commentary position. Just imagine what it's like out there for the players. as we see Japan now rolling on once again. A little hot pass, nicely delivered. Akaki Uchiyama taking the ball forward.
Yeah, I see what you mean about the physicality in some of these rucks from the Wales team.
There's another one. And I haven't seen any penalties given. Like, I really think that's something that they've gotten away with. You used the term earlier, they've gotten away with it. That's definitely something that they have gotten away with here. I'd love to be in the minds of the referee coaches. Like the players out here, the referees are a team. And when they work on a field, they have a coach that sits there and assesses them. And at the half-time break and then at full-time, they basically get coached, just like the players do. So I'd be interested to get some insight into whether that's been picked up by the coaches as well.
Yeah, that last touch that you identified where the Japanese player fell backwards, for me, though, there was too much force in that.
Through the ruck, there's a penalty. That's great refereeing.
Excellent. But yeah, the physicality is just getting a little bit too much, and I think it's worth blowing a penalty, having a quick chat, and just stamping that out of the game now.
Even though we are in the second half, it's something that's been occurring right through the match. It's probably a bit late for that to happen now, but definitely something that should have occurred. We see now, again, two bodies upright coming together. And now it is Japan. That's Akafumi with the hat on backwards, number 4. He's been dangerous for Japan. That's a nice shift if the pass could be done. It couldn't get it away, but a penalty. That was Kazuya Ogiyama there that could have got that one away. Would have been try time in the corner. Fumi at half. There he is, quick ball off the ground, dive over. Looked like for mine that Hap Wharton may have been caught short, but the referee said it was all good.
You know, I fancy Japan's chances here on the Wales line. They're looking dangerous.
There's Akafumi. They seem to be working together here, the 4 and the 5. Akafumi, Mine and Ogiyama.
Another penalty, that's 2 on the line.
You see the referee showing that's 2. There's a dive under. Ball was on the ground. The referee right there on the spot said the touch was affected first.
I'd be very patient if I was Japan. I wouldn't try any risky plays and just try and milk that third penalty.
Akafumi Mine there in the number 4. It's Ogiyama on the sweep play. Was Hideji Tanaka. Tanaka rolls the ball now here for Mine. That's Tanaka again, Mine in half. To Ogiyama, and just a loose pass. And that pressure though mounting is just released in that one single delivery. Out to the wing, Wales come. Numbers run on. I like how they do this. 2 players remain on the field and absorb a couple of rolls. And numbers come on from their box, and then they feel that's far side. They look to stretch it, and on that occasion, it just went to ground. Again, a little bit of fatigue slipping in, but I really love that setup from the Welsh team here.
Yeah, the volume of players that were coming onto the field, I just assumed they had 7 or 8 on the field because I just saw this wave of red sweeping across and realised, yeah, there were just 2 players punching up the field on this side.
And roll the ball here for Japan. That's Tsuji. Uchiyama. Tanaki Uchiyama in the middle with Tsuji. Tsuji with the ball. Tsukimoto. Down for Tsuji. So, an incorrect roll ball. No advantage to Japan, and the penalty for not moving forward. So that's 1 now. As you said earlier, this is where you just want to keep possession and try and draw the penalties from the Welsh defence. Don't force any passes here for Tsuji, and he certainly gets that memo.
And we can see Wales are starting to move up a lot more positively to make that touch.
Uchiyama. Tsuji, nice ball for Uchiyama there, pushing through the link hole. Here's Tsuji on the ball now. Muriyama. This one out for Tsukimoto. Tsuji for Tsukimoto. Play on is the call, and it's
Lovely
try
score.
time, Japan. Shinji Tsukamoto.
There's no better referee action than that play on call.
See it here. Yeah, he came off the
Good
line. He
shout.
was never onside. Correct call from the referee. Beautifully positioned. Expressive signals. Nailed it. Great call by the referee.
And 4-2, they've cut this lead in half.
Back now in the middle with Wales on the attack. 4 minutes remain here. The ball out to the right. Diving try scorer for Wales. Defence came across, but not in time. Though, hang on, what's happening? Referees have blown a penalty.
Sure, it's a forward pass.
Japan working up off their own line now.
Lovely drive here from
Good
Japan.
meters. Takao Yoshizawa. The try scorer, Tsukamoto. This is our passer, Joji Maruyama.
I thought they caught those defenders offside there,
Hmm.
but the referee is on the spot.
Japan trail here by 2. They certainly have just kept the whip cracking. They've been driving hard. A few little mistakes have come their way. Collision of bodies again, nothing done about it. Surely something that hard had to be an indiscretion one way or the other. And we saw defensive pressure from Joji Maruyama up in the line and really putting pressure on the Welsh attack. They put the ball on the ground, so now it is Japan moving forward. A penalty for offside from a static start. That's a
Unusual.
strange penalty. And now they move forward once again, Japan. That is Akifumi Mine.
There's some space opening up in the...
Kaki Ushiyama. Suji. And the ball from Suji finds the ground. Bodies in red shirts all on the deck there. There must have been some space available. Unfortunately for Japan, the ball was on the ground first.
Yeah, they're definitely testing the Wales defence in the last part of this game. Less than 2 minutes on the clock now.
Japan know one pace, and it is fast. They never slow down. It's just relentless, and it must be burning Wales a little bit because they are working hard themselves in attack. And of course, when they turn around and Japan just keeps coming at them in a blue wave this time, they've really toughened up here in the second half, Japan. The Welsh tackle. A turnover, a penalty, sorry, the way of the Welsh. For something. Four 2, 30 seconds remain. Japan working hard out of their line. Kawada, Yoshiro Kawada drives forward. This is Tsuji. Tsukamoto. Yoshizawa gets pushed over in the roll ball again. The siren about to sound here to close out this men's 50s game between Japan and Wales. It is Wales that are ahead on the scoreboard. Just as we say that, the hooter goes. Wales 4, Japan 2. This men's 50s game. Japan very gallant. It was Wales that led 2-0 at half-time, and then Japan scored 2 in the second half. And so did Wales. 4-2 the final score. We look forward to bringing you the final match. The men's 45s here, England and New Zealand. Welcome to this coverage of the men's 45s division. New Zealand taking on England, and here we have the New Zealand men's 45s issuing the challenge, the haka, showing respect for their opponents in England.